Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting the history. And in this video, man, I want to talk about this, idea that LeBron James was trying to erase Michael Jordan from the history books, trying to erase Michael Jordan. I've seen some people do some videos on this, some comments that I guess people were talking on one of these guys' podcasts, and it talked about, LeBron James wanted to erase Michael Jordan. But that has, I think that LeBron James has figured out, or now is figuring out that that's easier said than done, right? To wanting to erase Michael Jordan is damn near impossible. Because the only way to erase him is to surpass him. And the only way to surpass him is to, once again, carry yourself with the honor, the class, the integrity, play the game the right way, win at a high level, and do all these things. And LeBron James doesn't seem to understand that. And that's what he continues to miss the boat on. So we're going to talk about in this video, man. LeBron James not realizing that trying to erase Michael Jordan is going to be way easier said than done, man. And I want to thank you guys, man. Everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. I am truly humble, guys. You guys know the deal, man. It means a lot, man. You guys commenting, liking my videos, subscribing to my channel. Like I said, the true basketball fans are standing up, man. And this is what we must continue to do. Set the record straight here, guys, and stop them, once again, from trying to rewrite the history and bend reality. And hold these guys to the standard. This was the problem with LeBron James, is being held to that standard. He ain't living up to the standard. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I heard about, LeBron James wanting to erase Michael Jordan from the history books, erase Michael Jordan from memory. And like I said, guys, that is easier said than done. Now, I've told you guys on this channel many, many times that LeBron James doesn't seem to understand, doesn't seem to get it, that what makes Michael Jordan so great is not just the numbers. It's not just the accolades. That's not what it is for someone like Michael Jordan. It's about the other things, right, that made Michael Jordan who he was, the competitive fire deep down inside of Michael Jordan, right? The heart of Michael Jordan, the grit, the toughness, right? The leadership of Michael Jordan, the honor, right? That love of the game. That's what pushed Michael Jordan. That's what made him who he was. That's what made him so great. He wasn't chasing the numbers or MVP trophies. He wasn't chasing those things. He was chasing the winning, the greatness. That's what he was chasing. So he knew in order for him to be mentioned with the other all-time greats, the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, the Bill Russells, the Will Chamberlains, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, right? Those guys, he had to win. He knew he had to win to be mentioned with the greats. So that's what drove Michael Jordan. Winning drove him. It drove him crazy, right? But for LeBron James, that does not drive LeBron James. Not the winning, not the competitiveness of basketball, of sports. That's not what drives him, not the love of the game. None of this stuff. What drives LeBron James is the money, the fame that he gets from the game of basketball. So he's completely differently thought process-wise, right? And driven differently than a Michael Jordan. So when LeBron James talks about wanting to erase, or they talk about LeBron James wanting to erase Michael Jordan, and we remember LeBron James saying that he's chasing the ghost of Chicago, right? That right there shows you that LeBron James lacks self-awareness. And he, once again, is not living in reality. Because LeBron James doesn't seem to understand that if he was really, truly chasing the ghost in Chicago, if he was truly trying to erase Michael Jordan from the history books, from memory, then he would have never left to go to the Miami Heat. He would have never left again and went back to Cleveland. He would have never demanded all these trades and all these free agents. He would have never made all these excuses. He would have never continued to lollygag on the defensive end and not push his teammates, not make the coaches better, be more coachable, fit into an actual system, sacrifice, right, to win. He would have done these things, but he never did. So once again, LeBron James lacking any kind of awareness of what Michael Jordan really truly represented and the way that he really went about these things. When we talk about Michael Jordan going through the grind, once again, LeBron James seems to have forgotten about this. The grind that Michael Jordan went through. So what did he do? He ran from the grind. He ducked the grind. He took a shortcut, something that Michael Jordan would never do. So, like I go back to, if LeBron James is truly chasing the ghost of Chicago, if he was truly trying to erase Michael Jordan, he went about the wrong way, because LeBron James never understood what made Michael Jordan Michael Jordan. Even to this day, I believe that LeBron James is ignorant to these facts. He really believes that he can surpass Michael Jordan's popularity just by playing longer than anyone else has. That's not going to work, because as LeBron James has noticed, or he should have noticed, he doesn't sell nowhere near Michael Jordan. Even though LeBron James has been playing for all these years continuously, Michael Jordan hasn't played in over 20 years now. And yet Michael Jordan still sells more than LeBron James ever will. He's still more popular than LeBron James will ever be. Right? The impact of Michael Jordan is still way more, resonates way more than LeBron James has ever impacted the NBA, the game of basketball, man. Nowhere on that level. So when you think about all these things, this is a problem for LeBron James. He did not go about his business the right way. He did not truly try to surpass Michael Jordan or to erase Michael Jordan. Because if he really was trying to erase Michael Jordan or to surpass Michael Jordan, then he would have done his things a lot differently. But LeBron James wasn't cut from the same cloth. He wasn't built like Michael Jordan. And these are the kinds of things that we're always talking about when we say this comparison is not valid. He's nowhere close to a Michael Jordan. He did not put in the work of a Michael Jordan. He did not respect the game like a Michael Jordan. He did not push his teammates like a Michael Jordan. He was not coachable like a Michael Jordan. He didn't carry himself with the same honor, the class, like a Michael Jordan. LeBron James was cheating the game. Not Michael Jordan. It's LeBron James chasing the stats. Not Michael Jordan. It's LeBron James chasing the money. Not Michael Jordan. LeBron James still blaming his teammates. That was never Michael Jordan. Still getting coaches fired all these years later. That was never Michael Jordan. Having fans ejected from the stands, walking off the court early, refusing to shake hands, being a sore loser, terrible body language, pouting and moaning, complaining and crying to the referees, even though every single season your team is always getting all the free throws. You still continue to cry and moan and flop. That was never Michael Jordan. Never. When Michael Jordan's team's getting calls and this many free throws, guys. Never. LeBron James still crying, though, guys. But he wants the respect of Michael Jordan. He thinks he's going to erase Michael Jordan. I've told you guys, a lot of people out here, the media, these LeBron James fans, LeBron James himself, they really believe that they could tear down Michael Jordan's legacy, his greatness, through these lies and narratives. And I always laugh and I say, it'll never work. They did not build Michael Jordan through lies and narratives, so you can't tear down Michael Jordan through the lies and narratives. The media didn't build him, so the media can't tear him down. Remember, Michael Jordan's greatness, his legacy, the reason why he's still able to sell his brand is based off the on-court game of Michael Jordan. The Air Jordan sell based off of Michael Jordan's on-court game. What he did on the court, what he represented on the court. The way that he carried himself, the way that he approached the game, showing up for 82 games, giving the effort on both sides, being a true leader, being a grown man, being there for the fans, being a true professional, never making excuses, giving his teammates their just due, taking the blame. This is what Michael Jordan did. This is how he earned that level of respect. This is how he earned the love of the people. This is how he earned the right to be called the greatest of all time. LeBron James has not earned that right. He has not been willing to sacrifice and do the things, go through the grind, the way that Michael Jordan and other all-time greats had to do. LeBron James refuses to do these things, refuses to sacrifice money, refusing to sacrifice playing time, refusing to sacrifice stats, refusing to do these things to play defense. He won't sacrifice offense to play defense. He won't sacrifice playing into the system to have other people fit around him, for them to get their just due, for them to get the credit. He'll always make excuses, so he won't take the blame. He'll blame his teammates. The coaches will get the blame. The general managers. How many players you guys know all time have so many? The general managers that LeBron James has had throughout his career get brought up and blamed more often than anybody in the history of the NBA. You don't even know the general managers for other players other than Michael Jordan, because they're always trying to give, it's the complete opposite for Michael Jordan. His general manager gets all the credit in the world, but all of LeBron James' general managers, they get no credit. Think about how that sounds. Once again, Michael Jordan being held to a higher standard than LeBron James has ever been held to. That's another problem for LeBron James, is that when you hold LeBron James to a higher standard, to the same standard as Michael Jordan, this is where he gets exposed. When people talk about his longevity versus Michael Jordan, and you question how come LeBron James hasn't made an all-defensive team in his 30s, it gets exposed when you compare him and hold him to the standards of Michael Jordan, who made several all-defensive teams in his 30s. When you ask him how come LeBron James hasn't won a single MVP in his 30s, you get exposed when you hold him to the bar of Michael Jordan, who won several MVPs in his 30s. Right? When you say, how come LeBron James never won a championship without a super team, he gets exposed when you compare him to a Michael Jordan. How come LeBron James never won 3 in a row? Michael Jordan did it twice. These are the kinds of things that I'm talking about when you talk about holding these guys to a standard. The standard of Michael Jordan, the bar that he set, LeBron James is nowhere near that. And when you hold LeBron James to that standard, or you compare him to that bar, this is where he gets exposed. So, LeBron James cannot erase Michael Jordan because, once again, he did not build up Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's legacy, his career, is cemented because it was based off of substance, not flair, not pizzazz. It was based off of the fire, the substance, right, that he built on the court. The image that he built on the court with the hustle, with the effort that he gave. He developed a reputation as a fierce competitor because of the effort and the fire that he played with. The trash talk. The effort that he gave. Both sides of the ball. That's not LeBron James. That'll never be LeBron James. The man's been lollygagging and walking around, sashaying for years. Still hasn't taken any blame. All these years later, still not taking the blame. LeBron James. Michael Jordan always took the blame. But you want to erase Michael Jordan. Once again, easier said than done. When we think about the 75th anniversary and Michael Jordan walks in, LeBron James walks in, Michael Jordan gets a loud ovation. This, once again, exposes LeBron James and shows LeBron James, it proves to him that you're nowhere near Michael Jordan. You never will be. Never will be. Even in your hometown, you can't get a bigger ovation as a current basketball player than over a retired player. In your hometown. This is the grace of Michael Jordan. This is the respect that he earned from all fans across all sports. They respect Michael Jordan and the way that he approached the game. Like I said, the way he played the game. Never cheating the game. Never cheating the fans. LeBron James comes on stage and says he never cheated the game. Once again, that sounds like a guilty conscience to me. He has his wife come on stage and call him the GOAT. He wants you to believe that he's the greatest of all time. And if you don't believe that, he feels offended. So he wants his damn respect, he says to us. But like he told us to keep that same energy, we're going to keep that same energy. And we're going to continue to set the record straight. Stop the lies and the narratives. Because LeBron James' entire career has been built off of the lies and the narratives. This is why we can affect LeBron James' legacy on YouTube. This is why we can do that. We have the power to affect LeBron James. Because the video footage don't add up to the lies and the narratives that they're trying to tell you. This is why I tell you guys, no matter what they say, the video footage is there. The proof is there. We have the video proof on our side. The facts on our side. We're on the right side of history here. Not the LeBron James fans. Not the media. LeBron James is clueless out here. He don't seem to get this stuff. LeBron James ain't lived up to the hype of a Michael Jordan. He hasn't lived up to the standard of a Michael Jordan. So they talk about trying to erase him from history. It won't happen. Once again, easier said than done. LeBron James hasn't been close to Michael Jordan ever. And he hasn't been in a greatest of all time conversation ever. But the LeBron James fans, the media, they want you to believe that LeBron James can continue to keep playing basketball and that he's still playing at a high level, even though he don't play no defense, hasn't won MVP in over 10 seasons, hasn't won an actual real championship since 2016, hasn't been to a real NBA Finals since 2018, and has never won a championship without a super team, LeBron James. Never has. So we're going to keep that same energy, and we're going to continue to set the record straight on LeBron James, because once again, guys, he was built through lies and narratives, right? They'll say he's a pass-first player. That's a narrative. That's a lie. Not a pass-first player when you've taken the most shots in NBA's history. That sounds asinine. Absolutely ridiculous. Pass-first player, but you've taken the most shots in NBA's history. And literally every single season this man plays, he's taking over 22, 21 shots a game, averaging 20 shots a game for his career, but he's pass first. Right, although LeBron James can guard positions 1 through 5, another line of narrative from LeBron James and the media. LeBron James can't even guard his position at a high level consistently. But he going to guard 1 through 5? But he couldn't stop Jason Terry? Come on, man. What are we saying? Couldn't stop Andre Iguodala. Couldn't stop Kawhi Leonard. Couldn't slow down Kevin Durant. Couldn't do any of these things. Right? But LeBron James could guard 1 through 5. He didn't guard Dirk Nowitzki in 2011 and shut Dirk Nowitzki down. Did he guard Dwight Howard in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals and shut down Dwight Howard? No. Couldn't even stop Hedo Turkoglu. But he guarded 1 through 5. Once again, a guy who made 5 all-defensive first teams, 6 all-defensive teams in total in 21 seasons, but never made one in his 30s. He can guard 1 through 5. He's a great defensive player. Oh, LeBron James robbed for defensive player. Yeah, LeBron James is the only player in the NBA's history that came as a runner-up to a Defensive Player of the Year award. But that's the only season that LeBron James could have won Defensive Player of the Year. The man played for 21 years, but they want to talk about one season he played, he was robbed. Where after all the other years LeBron James played, where was the defensive presence then? And that was only on his super team. Once again, LeBron James' defense exposed, lack of consistency. Right? LeBron James, he'll talk about, oh, I'm a true competitor. You got to cut my head off and bury me 10 feet deep, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, he getting loose, 2 minutes left on the clock. Here goes LeBron James walking the court early. Here goes LeBron James walking the court early again. LeBron James walking the court early again. LeBron James refusing to shake hands. But he's a true competitor. The sore loser. He's a big baby. He ain't a true competitor. That's why he needs to team up with all these people. He don't want to compete. That's why he ran from the grind. Because he's not a true competitor. This is why he didn't want to guard Kevin Durant in the 2017 finals. He was ducking the smokes, right? Switching screens every chance he got. Because you're not a true competitor. That's why you don't take no blame. You don't take no accountability. You're not a true competitor. You're not a true leader. You want to erase Michael Jordan. You can't erase Michael Jordan playing this way, carrying yourself that way. And LeBron James, like I said, once again, is not self-aware and not understanding what made Michael Jordan and how Michael Jordan reached the level he reached. Not chasing the stats or the money, the fame. None of that stuff. Out there to win. Playing with that love of the game. Giving the effort consistently. Not lollygagging around. Michael Jordan didn't have to call himself the greatest of all time. He didn't have to have people come off stage and call him the greatest of all time. None of this stuff. Michael Jordan took accountability. He took responsibility. He was coachable. He sacrificed for his teammates. He played for the fans. He didn't load manage. None of this stuff. Erase Michael Jordan from. You can't even erase Michael Jordan's brand. You can't even sell more sneakers than Michael Jordan. LeBron James is going to get erased from history. That's all that's going to get erased is LeBron James and those whack sneakers and his whack brand. And these fraudulent championships that he's won. All that's going to get erased. Not Michael Jordan and what he did for the game and the impact he's had, not only on basketball, but all of sports, right? And culture. What he means to the people. Michael Jordan is the standard, guys. Remember that. The standard. He will always be the standard. This is why people are called the Michael Jordan of. They'll never be the LeBron James of. Never. Because LeBron James hasn't earned that right. And that was LeBron James lost that a long time ago. These LeBron James fans are the media. They act like LeBron James can still do something. You ever notice that? Every season, if LeBron James does this, if he does that, if he does this, every year, if he gets woulda, coulda, shoulda, if he does this, if he does that, every year it's if. No, this ship has been sailed. There is no ifs. This ship has been sailed. LeBron James is behind a lot of other all-time greats, not Michael Jordan. Nowhere close to Michael Jordan. You can never erase what you didn't build. You can't tear down what you didn't build. You can't erase Michael Jordan from the record books. The video footage will always be there. It'll always remain. And people like us, the true basketball fans, will always stand up against them trying to rewrite their history. The only way they could erase Michael Jordan is by rewriting history. And this is what they're attempting to do. They're attempting to rewrite their history books and bend reality. And that's why I told you guys, that's why we're here. To set the record straight and stop them from rewriting history. Remember, what they're telling you doesn't add up to the video footage, guys. It don't add up. Those are the facts. LeBron James chasing that ghost in Chicago. He's going to be chasing that ghost for a long time. Because once again, you can't catch a ghost. And that ship sailed a long time ago for LeBron James, man. There's very little leeway as it pertains to the chase of Michael Jordan's GOAT stats in the NBA. You have very little leeway. For any of these players coming up after these guys, trying to chase Michael Jordan down or try to surpass Michael Jordan or to be recognized as the greatest basketball player of all time, you have very little leeway. From the minute you come in the league, you have to be sensational, and you can only go up. That's the bar that Michael Jordan set. That's the bar. And you have to be great on both ends. You have to be a leader. You have to have the intangibles. You got to play with that love of the game. You got to have the heart, the grit, the toughness, right? You got to have that respect. You got to be a leader. You got to be coachable. These guys don't seem to get that. LeBron James don't seem to get it. He out there chasing the money and the fame. He wasn't out there, like I said, chasing and doing it the right way. Wasn't a true competitor like Michael Jordan. He'll never be able to erase Michael Jordan. No way, guys. Not even close. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.